Have you ever dreamed of a better life? A life with more money, more success, and more respect? Today I want to share a story about a young man named Ryan Carter, a story about dreams, mistakes, and learning what really matters in life. This story will help you practice English and inspire you to never give up. Hello everyone, welcome back to Daily Drizzle English. I'm so happy you're here with me today. We will listen to Ryan's story step by step. Don't worry if the words are new, just listen, repeat after me, and feel the meaning. This story is easy to follow and perfect for practicing your English every day. Ryan Carter is a young man. He is 25 years old. Ryan has a strong face, bright eyes, and a big smile. He is tall and smart. He works in a small office in the city. His job pays enough money for his rent, food, and clothes, but not much more. Every day, Ryan rides the bus to work and dreams of a better life. Ryan wants more than just a simple life. He wants a big house with many rooms. He wants a fast car that shines in the sun. He wants people to look at him and say, "Wow, Ryan is important." Ryan believes money can buy respect and power. To him, money is the key to everything. Ryan has had many girlfriends. Some girls liked Ryan, but they left when they saw he had no car or money. Some girls were kind and poor like Ryan, but Ryan left them. He thinks love without money is weak. Ryan thinks, "I don't need love. I need success." One evening, Ryan goes to his friend's wedding. The room is full of happy people, music, and dancing. Ryan feels a little lonely, but he smiles and talks to many guests. Suddenly, he sees a woman. Her name is Rachel Miller. Rachel is calm and beautiful. She wears a simple dress and a soft smile. People say Rachel comes from a rich family. Ryan's heart beats fast. He thinks, "She is my chance." Ryan smiles bigger and walks over. He helps Rachel with her coat and offers her a drink. They talk quietly and laugh. Ryan starts to follow Rachel on social media. He sends her messages. Rachel answers kindly. She tells Ryan she lives with her older stepbrother, William. William is rich and runs the family business. Rachel has money, but she is humble and believes in true love. Ryan does not love Rachel. He thinks Rachel is his shortcut to money. He plans to marry her so he can live a rich life without struggling. For 8 months, Ryan visits Rachel often. They watch movies, eat dinner, and Ryan gives her small gifts. Most of the gifts Ryan buys with borrowed money, but Rachel does not know. Finally, Ryan asks Rachel to marry him. Rachel says yes happily and cries tears of joy. Rachel tells her brother William about the wedding. William does not like Ryan. He says Ryan is not honest and warns Rachel, but she does not listen. William pays for the wedding, but after that he stops giving money to Rachel. He removes her name from the family property. Rachel is rich in name only. Ryan does not care. He still thinks Rachel is rich. After marriage, Ryan asks Rachel to buy a new car and a better house. Rachel looks sad and says, "William has cut me off. We have no money now." Ryan is shocked. He is not angry at William, but at Rachel. He shouts, "You should have told me." Ryan stops smiling at Rachel. He comes home late and spends nights with other people. He drinks and laughs. He wants money fast. He forgets love. Ryan believes money can fix everything, but he soon learns that money is not easy to get. After Rachel tells him she has no money, Ryan is angry, but he stays. He wants to get rich fast, by any way. Ryan meets new people in fancy suits. They smile but speak in secrets. One man, Mark Lewis, tells Ryan, "Real money lives outside the law." Ryan does not ask questions. He only wants to win. In 1 year, Ryan's name is known in rich circles. He buys a second-hand luxury car and moves Rachel to a nicer apartment. The apartment has new walls, soft lights, and a small balcony with flowers. Neighbors smile and visitors say, "What a lovely home." But inside the home is empty. There is no love. One morning, Rachel stands in the kitchen. She cuts carrots slowly. The fridge door has a small crack. The stove clicks before it lights. Rachel wears a soft sweater with faded sleeves. Her eyes look tired, not because she did not sleep, but because she hoped too much. Ryan walks in. He looks at the fridge and sighs. There is nothing good. He speaks like Rachel is to blame. He does not ask how she feels. He does not notice her silence. He takes a bottle of water, checks his phone, and walks out. That night, Rachel sets the table for two. 2 plates, 2 glasses, rice, vegetables, and a small candle. She waits for 3 hours. The food becomes cold. The candle burns low. When Ryan finally arrives, he is not drunk, but cold and distant. He looks around, takes off his shoes, and says nothing. "You are late," Rachel says softly. "I waited." Ryan looks at her without feeling. "I had meetings," he says. Rachel touches his hand. "I made your favorite food." Ryan pulls away. "I'm not hungry." He goes to the bedroom and closes the door. Rachel sits down and eats alone. The food tastes like silence. The mornings were quiet in Ryan's small apartment. Ryan sat at the table, holding a cup of black coffee. The sunlight came through the window, but Ryan did not feel its warmth. He did not speak to Rachel for 2 days. Rachel cooked food for him, left his clothes ready, and waited for him every night. But Ryan did not care. His mind was full of other things: business calls, numbers, deals, and money. The baby inside Rachel's belly was growing, but Ryan did not think about it. The baby was like a small voice in the background, not a miracle. His phone kept buzzing with messages, but one message caught his attention. It was from Mark Lewis, the man who had taught Ryan how to make money quickly, but in a risky and illegal way. The message was short and clear. It said, "Final step, big win, 1 signature, you in?" Ryan looked at the message and slowly smiled. It was time to go further. It was time to become someone big. Mark always spoke like a man who knew secrets about money, power, and how to win fast. Ryan listened carefully. He was never taught to cheat, but when the world said no, Ryan decided to break the rules. Mark showed him things that no normal man should trust, but Ryan wanted the dream of money so badly he did not care. That evening, Ryan met Mark at a quiet restaurant. The lights were low and the voices were soft. Mark slid a folder across the table. Ryan looked at the papers but did not read much. He signed quickly. The deal was done. After that night, Ryan started smiling again. His walk changed. His clothes looked better. He looked like a man who had made it. Ryan even bought Rachel a gift, a small blue box with a new purse inside. Rachel opened the gift and looked at Ryan quietly. "You bought me this?" she asked. "Yes," Ryan said proudly. "Business is going well." Rachel looked at the purse but did not smile. She did not want things. She wanted Ryan's love, his time, his hands on her growing belly, and his voice telling their baby bedtime stories. But that Ryan was gone. The business moved fast, too fast. Money came in like water. Ryan and Mark became stars among people who wanted shortcuts to wealth. They showed fake company names, wore shiny suits, and made sweet promises. People believed them. Money poured in. Everyone smiled, except Rachel. One night, Rachel asked Ryan, "Where is all this money coming from?" Ryan did not look at her. He said, "My business is working." "What business?" Rachel asked again. Ryan stood up and said coldly, "The kind that works. You wouldn't understand." Rachel looked at him for a long time and said nothing. Deep inside, she already knew something was very wrong. One afternoon, Ryan sat in his small office when his phone rang. It was Mark. His voice was different. "They're coming," Mark said quickly. "Who?" Ryan asked. The Mark said. Someone had talked. Ryan felt the world spin. "What do I do?" he whispered. "Disappear," Mark said, and then the line went dead. Ryan stood up. His hands were shaking. He grabbed his phone, laptop, and papers. He ran out, but it was too late. Outside the office, 2 police officers waited. "Ryan Carter?" one officer asked. "Yes," Ryan whispered. "You are under arrest for fraud." Cold metal cuffs closed around Ryan's wrists. People watched. Cameras clicked. The man who wanted to be famous was now known for the wrong reason. In the police van, Ryan kept thinking, "This is a bad dream. I will wake up soon." But it was real. At the police station, they took his phone, watch, and wallet. They gave him a cold bed, a metal toilet, and a silent night. The next day, Ryan sat behind a glass wall. On the other side stood Rachel. Her belly was big now. Her face was pale. Her eyes looked dry. "I'm sorry," Ryan said. Rachel did not shout or cry. She asked one question. Ryan looked down. "I just wanted more." "More than what?" she asked. "More than love, more than family." Ryan stayed silent. Rachel took a breath and said, "I gave you everything. Even when I had nothing, I believed in you." She touched her belly. "He kicks when I cry," she whispered. Then she walked away. Ryan sat alone in his cell. 2 weeks had passed since Ryan was locked inside the jail. The days were very long, and the nights were even longer. The walls around him were gray and cold. The floor was hard and cold too. The food tasted like dust, dry bread, cold tea, and sometimes a boiled egg. There was no noise, no laughter, only silence and the slow sound of a fan that never stopped spinning. Ryan did not speak to the other prisoners. He did not write letters. He did not ask for visitors. He just lay on his small bed and stared at the ceiling. In his heart, there was no regret. There was only anger. Anger at the people who caught him. Anger at Mark, who disappeared and left him alone. Anger at Rachel, who walked away from him. Ryan had built his life on lies. Now everything had fallen apart. But Ryan did not believe the problem was his lies. He thought the problem was the people who did not believe his lies. Every morning, a guard slid a metal tray into his small cell. Ryan ate slowly, never saying thank you. After eating, he lay back down on the bed and waited. He waited for time to pass. Ryan's lawyers had told him he would be in jail for 2 years. That is 730 days. Ryan marked each day on the wall with a piece of chalk. The numbers grew slowly, so did his silence. One morning, the guard called Ryan's name. "You have a visitor," the guard said. Ryan stood up slowly. His body was thin now, and his face had lost its shine. He walked to the visitor's room and sat on a hard chair. On the other side of the glass sat his father, James Carter. James looked older. His hands shook a little. His eyes were wet. "Son," James said softly. Ryan did not reply. James placed his hand on the glass. "We don't care about the money. We just want you to come back. Start fresh. You can still fix things." Ryan looked at his father for a moment and said, "I don't want to come back. I want to go further." James blinked in surprise. "Further where?" Ryan's voice was cold. "When I get out, I will build again. Bigger, smarter. I will be someone this world respects, no matter what it takes." James dropped his hand. "Respect doesn't come from fear, Ryan. It comes from love." Ryan stood up. "Tell Mom not to visit. I don't need pity." Then he walked away. James sat alone for a long time before he left. Back in his cell, Ryan started planning again. He talked to other prisoners. He found men who once worked in banks, men who knew how to hide money and build fake companies, Ryan listened carefully, asked many questions, and made mental notes. His heart was not learning. It was growing harder. One evening, a guard came to Ryan's cell. "Letter for you," he said, handing an envelope. Ryan looked at the handwriting. It was familiar. He opened the letter slowly. The paper was soft. The words were clean. It was from Rachel. "Ryan, I don't know if you will read this, but I want to tell you our baby was born. He is healthy. His name is Oliver. I wish you could see his eyes. He looks like you. I won't lie. We are struggling. I clean houses during the day and sew clothes at night. But when I hold him, I feel strong. Sometimes I cry. Sometimes I laugh. I tell him stories. He doesn't know your name yet. But one day, he will. I won't lie about you. I don't hate you. I just miss the man I thought you were. Rachel." Ryan read the letter 2 times. He did not cry, but something inside him felt heavy. He folded the letter and put it under his pillow. He did not write back. As more weeks passed, Rachel sent 2 more letters. One had a photo of baby Oliver. Ryan looked at the small child with round eyes, little hands, and a soft smile. He stared a long time, then put the photo inside his pillowcase. Still, Ryan did not write. Winter came. The jail grew colder. Ryan's feet were always freezing. He did not complain. He read business books from the jail library. He made plans in his head. Ryan did not speak to Rachel. He did not send a gift for Oliver's first birthday. He had become a man who had stopped feeling but had not stopped dreaming. One night, Ryan dreamed. He was standing in his old apartment. Rachel was cooking. Oliver ran to him. His parents sat at the table. Everyone smiled. Ryan reached out to hug his son. Suddenly, everything turned dark. The walls fell. The floor cracked. Ryan was alone again. He woke up sweating and looked around his cold cell. Nothing had changed. After 2 long years, Ryan finally left the jail. The sky was bright and the sun was warm. The city was busy with people going to work, talking and laughing. But Ryan did not feel happy or free. His shoes were old and his bag was light. No one waited for him outside. No Rachel, no parents, no baby, only silence. Ryan looked left and right and then walked slowly to the bus stop. He had no money in his pocket, but he had a promise in his heart. A promise he made inside jail. He would rise again. He would be richer and smarter. He would become someone the world could not ignore. Ryan found a small apartment in a different city. It was not big or beautiful, but Ryan did not care. He was not here to rest. He was here to plan. Ryan called old friends and met new people who did not ask questions. He began building fake companies again, but this time he was smarter. His hands worked fast. His phone was always ringing. Money started coming in. First a little, then more, then a lot. In just 3 years, Ryan became rich again. He bought a new car, a better apartment, and expensive clothes. He gave interviews online. People called him a genius and a successful businessman. But Ryan knew the truth. His success was built on lies, just stronger lies than before. Ryan never looked back. He never called Rachel. He never asked about Oliver, his son. He did not know if his parents were alive or dead. He told himself, if they care, they will find me. But deep inside, Ryan knew the truth. He had burned every bridge. Now he stood alone on an island of gold. One night, Ryan went to a business event. He wore his best black suit, polished shoes, and a golden watch. He smiled at cameras, shook hands, and gave speeches about smart investing and business growth. As he walked out of the event, Ryan saw a woman. For a moment, everything stopped. The woman looked familiar. Her walk, her eyes, her smile. It was Rachel. She did not see him. She walked with another man. They were laughing. Behind them were 3 children, 2 girls and a small boy. Ryan stood still. His heart pounded. Was that Oliver? He did not go near. He watched from a distance as Rachel and her family entered a small restaurant. Rachel looked older and tired, but her eyes had light and peace. She did not wear gold rings or expensive clothes, but she looked happy. Ryan turned away and walked to his car. That night, for the first time in years, Ryan opened an old photo of Oliver that Rachel had sent him. He kept the photo in a drawer, hidden under papers. Ryan looked at the small, smiling boy in the picture and whispered, "Are you still smiling, son?" In the weeks that followed, Ryan worked harder than ever. He ran like a man trying to escape something. His bank account grew. His company became bigger. But inside Ryan's heart, something was breaking. He felt tired and empty. He did not know how to stop. One day, Ryan called his parents' old phone number. No one answered. He asked someone in his village about them. The answer came, both parents had died last winter. No one could find Ryan. Ryan dropped the phone. He sat on the floor for hours, his eyes open, his mouth closed, and his heart shaking. He had missed their last days, last words, and last breaths. And for what? Ryan was rich, but even his tears had no one to fall on. The next day, Ryan received a business award. On the stage, people clapped and cameras flashed. Ryan smiled and raised the trophy. But deep inside, he was empty. That night, Ryan stood in front of his big mirror and said, "You have everything." Then he laughed. A bitter, broken laugh. Everything. But what matters? A week later, Ryan drove on the highway in the rain. His car slipped, hit the divider, and flipped twice. Ryan woke up in a hospital bed with machines around him. His leg was broken. His ribs were damaged. A nurse smiled softly. "You're lucky to be alive," she said. Ryan did not answer. He looked around. No visitors. No phone calls. No family. The doctors told him he needed months of rest. Ryan called his office. No one came. No flowers. No friends. Just one man showed up. A lawyer. "Your company wants your signature," the lawyer said. Ryan lay in the hospital bed. His body was weak and tired. His leg was broken, and he felt pain in his ribs. Machines beeped quietly around him. The room was white and cold. There were no visitors. No one came to see him. The days passed slowly. Ryan felt very alone. No phone calls, no messages, no flowers, only silence. The nurses took care of him. They gave him medicine and food. One nurse smiled kindly and said, "You are lucky to be alive." Ryan only nodded. He did not speak much. Ryan thought a lot about his life. He remembered his parents, his wife Rachel, and his baby boy Oliver. He missed them very much. He wondered if Oliver had learned to walk or say his first words. He wanted to hear his son's laugh. One day, Ryan's father, James, came to visit. James looked old and tired. His eyes were red from crying. He sat beside Ryan's bed and held his hand through the glass window. "Son," James said softly, "we do not care about money. We want you to be well. We want you to come home. You can still fix your life." Ryan looked at his father. His heart was heavy but cold. He said nothing. James smiled sadly and left. Ryan felt pain inside his chest. He felt sad and scared. He knew he had made many mistakes. He had lost love, family, and freedom. Days passed. Ryan received a letter. It was from Rachel. "Ryan," the letter said, "our baby is here. His name is Oliver. He is healthy and strong. I wish you could see his eyes. He looks like you." Rachel wrote that she worked hard every day. She cleaned houses and sewed clothes at night, but holding Oliver made her strong. Sometimes she cried. Sometimes she laughed. She told Oliver stories and sang songs to him. Oliver did not know Ryan yet, but one day, she promised, Oliver would learn about his father. Rachel said she did not hate Ryan. She missed the man she thought Ryan was. Ryan read the letter many times. He did not cry, but he felt something in his heart. It was heavy and warm. More letters came from Rachel. One had a photo of baby Oliver. Ryan looked at the picture. Oliver had round eyes, small hands, and a soft smile. Ryan stared at the photo long and carefully. He put it under his pillow. Ryan stayed quiet. He did not write back. Winter came and the hospital grew colder. Ryan's feet were always cold, but he did not complain. He read books about business and money. He planned to build a new life, but his heart was empty. One night, Ryan dreamed. He was in his old apartment. Rachel cooked food. Oliver ran to him. His parents sat at the table. Everyone smiled. Ryan wanted to hug Oliver, but the room went dark. The walls fell down and the floor cracked. Ryan was alone. He woke up sweating. He looked around the cold hospital room. Nothing had changed. Ryan knew he had to change. He wanted to fix his life, but the road was hard and full of silence. After a long time in the hospital, Ryan slowly started to change. He still felt weak, but his heart began to open. He wanted to be a better man, not just for himself, but for his son, Oliver. One day, Ryan found the courage to write a letter to Oliver. The letter was simple and honest. "Dear Oliver," he wrote, "I am your father. I have made many mistakes. I am sorry. I want to be part of your life. I hope one day we can meet. I love you." Ryan folded the letter carefully and sent it with the help of a nurse. Writing the letter made Ryan feel lighter. It was the first step to fixing his broken heart. After leaving the hospital, Ryan did not go back to his old life. Instead, he moved to a small town near Oliver's school. He wanted to be close to his son and watch him grow. At first, Ryan and Oliver did not see each other. Oliver was shy and did not know his father. Ryan felt sad, but he was patient. Rachel visited Ryan one afternoon. She looked tired but hopeful. "Ryan," she said gently, "Oliver wants to meet you. He asks about you every day." Ryan's heart beat fast. "I want to see him," he said quietly. They arranged a day for Ryan to meet Oliver at the park. When Ryan arrived, Oliver was playing with other children. He looked small and happy. Oliver saw Ryan and ran to him. Ryan kneeled down and opened his arms. "Hello, Oliver," Ryan said softly. Oliver smiled and hugged his father tightly. Ryan felt tears in his eyes. He had waited for this moment for a long time. They sat on a bench and talked. Ryan told Oliver stories and listened to Oliver's laughter. For the first time, Ryan felt hope. Rachel watched from a distance. She saw the change in Ryan and felt relief. Maybe their family could be whole again. Ryan promised himself to be a better father. He wanted to be there for Oliver, to hold his hand and guide him. He knew the road ahead would be hard, but he was ready to try. Days passed, and Ryan spent more time with Oliver. They played games, went to the library, and learned together. Ryan even helped Oliver with his homework. Oliver smiled more, and Ryan's heart grew stronger. Rachel and Ryan talked more too. They shared memories and made plans to support Oliver together. Rachel saw the man Ryan could be, kind, patient, and loving. Ryan understood that money was not everything. Love, family, and trust were what really mattered. The hand Ryan left behind, the hand of mistakes and pain, was now reaching forward to build a new life, a life full of hope, love, and second chances. 2 years later, he no longer wanted fast money or power. He wanted to live a life that mattered, a life with love and kindness. Ryan used his money to help others. He gave to people who had little. He helped build schools and small hospitals. He gave clothes and food to families in need. Ryan wanted to make the world better. Ryan still lived simply. He did not buy expensive cars or big houses. He wanted to be close to Oliver and Rachel. They often met at the park, laughing and talking like a real family. Rachel saw Ryan's change and believed in him. She saw his love was real now. Ryan was not perfect, but he was trying. Ryan learned that the richest people are not those with the most money. The richest people are those with the most love in their hearts. Ryan felt happy when he helped others. He felt proud when Oliver smiled at him. He knew that real success was not about fame or money. It was about being a good person. Sometimes Ryan thought about his past, the mistakes, the lies, and the pain. He felt sad, but he did not give up. He knew he could not change the past, but he could change his future. Ryan told Oliver stories about life, honesty, and kindness. He taught Oliver to help others and to always tell the truth. Ryan wanted Oliver to grow up with a strong heart. One day, Ryan stood in front of a mirror. He looked at himself and smiled. He did not see the rich man the world once knew. He saw a man who learned how to love. Ryan whispered, "I am the richest poor man because I have love." Ryan's story is a lesson for everyone. Life is not about money or power. It is about love, family, and making a difference. Thus, no matter how far we fall, we can always rise again. If you enjoyed Ryan's story, please like this video, subscribe to Daily Drizzle English, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What would you do if you were Ryan? I'm excited to hear from you. Now let's practice saying some words and sentences from the story together. Repeat after me. Ryan Carter is 25 years old. He is smart and tall. Ryan works in a small office. He wants a big house and a nice car. Ryan thinks money brings respect. He had many girlfriends before. He did not believe love without money is strong. One night, Ryan met Rachel at a wedding. Rachel was kind and beautiful. Ryan thought Rachel was rich. He wanted to marry her to be rich fast. Rachel said yes happily, but Rachel's brother stopped giving her money. Ryan did not know and kept asking for things. He got angry and stopped caring for Rachel. Ryan wanted to get rich quickly. He met men in suits who spoke in secrets. One man said, "Real money is outside the law." Ryan wanted to believe him. Ryan bought a luxury car and a nice apartment. People thought Ryan and Rachel were happy, but inside, Rachel felt tired and alone. Ryan did not care about Rachel's feelings. He complained about the food. Rachel cooked and waited for Ryan. Ryan was cold and distant. Ryan joined a fake investment plan. He signed papers without reading. He lied to people for money. Ryan looked rich and happy. Rachel wanted Ryan's love, not gifts. The police came to arrest Ryan. Ryan's life broke down. He went to jail. Rachel had a baby named Oliver. Ryan was far away from them. Ryan's story teaches us to value love. Money is not the most important thing. Love and kindness make life rich. Keep practicing your English every day. You're doing great.